material can be used for sealing? It's very important that it should have enough chemical resistance, okay? And it depends on the fluid which is going to be stored in the storage tank. If it is acid, for example, the roof sealing should have enough chemical resistance to maintain its mechanical tolerance, okay? Another important thing is that this material has to be flame retardant. And we will see at the next slide what type of material are flame retardant. And it can help us to improve the safety. Another important thing is that they should be resistant enough for ultraviolet, because in most of the cases they are continuously under the sunlight. Okay? If they are not resistant enough, during the years they will lose their strength and they will lose the sealing. When sealing is ruined, the possibility of fire is going to be extremely increased. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. This table shows us what type of material can be used for the roof seal material. And look at here, the PTFE or Teflons are very common because they have enough resistance against UV, and of course they are flame retardant.
And this table is from API?
Yeah. From API 650. Yeah. Okay. So, but again, as you can see, there are other types of material. So, we cannot say that we always use Teflon. Maybe we use Teflon, which is better and it is recommended to use it, or other types of material. And this is the configuration of the weather shield and secondary seal. The next part that a floating roof storage has is the support leg. Support leg should maintain the roof at a minimum elevation. Why do we need this available space? Of course, firstly, we don't want to let the roof touch the floor bottom of the tank, okay? And of course, suppose you have evacuated the tank. You want to do the internal inspection.
You need space.
You need space, exactly. When we need space, something should maintain the roof from the bottom floor. These are the rules of the support leg, but again, we should maintain that. The roof is not continuously centralized, okay? So, the support leg should be able to tolerate some undirected forces. As you can see here, maybe the applied forces are not continuously directed. So, it's the most important thing that we should see. We said that for external floating roof, always there is possibility to collect raining or snowing or other things, okay? So we need to provide some configuration to be able to drain this amount of liquid available on the roof. Generally, we have two methods. We have the articulated system or the flexible piping system. What are the differences? Let's see. This is the roof drain system, and Justin, look at it. This is between two decks, okay? And if the rain collects between two decks, we have some special volume to let it pass the drain, and it will enter to the storage tank. Got it?
Yes.
It was your question. You can see it right now. So, this is that we have two types of roof drain system. Articulated one or the flexible piping. Articulated contains these flexible swing joints. So, these pipings are rigid and these joints let the fixed piping.
We have this one.
You have this one. So, we can see another configuration.
So in this one we have rigid piping. So
rigid piping and flexible joints.
only.
Yes.
We have this one.
Okay, very good.
But mostly that is a flexible joint. How? There's another one?
Yes, you can consider the flexible piping instead of rigid piping.
Yani
Because
horizontal
I'm glassy. Glassy.
Yeah, and in that configuration you don't need the joints.
Joint, yes.
It continuously connects the roof to the drain system, okay? Look at it, this is the flexible joint. Maybe you have this type of joints for the drain system. And the piping are rigid. So when the roof moves, these joints help us to manage connection between the roof and the drain system. And you can see again here, this is the drain system. As you can see here, it will connect the top of the roof to the drain. But this type of drain system has some disadvantages. Look at here, they are heavyweight, and we know that the roof is going to tolerate some weights, especially during the raining. Okay, it's better to reduce the amount of weight available continuously on it. Okay, but when you use rigid piping and flexible joints, it will provide some extra weights on the roof. This is one of the disadvantages. And of course, their installation is going to be too complicated. Nowadays, they try to use the flexible drain piping system. It doesn't need any joints, so it will reduce the weight, and it can continuously connect the top of the roof to the drain system. We consider a rigid pipe at the lowest section, but from this section to the top, this is the flexible pipe. And again, fitting is required to maintain it to the roof. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So, you should continuously check your drain system to see if the water is collected on top of the roof or not. If it is collected, sometimes it's blocked. So you should, as soon as possible, try to find some configuration. For example, use some evacuating pump to drain or remove water from top of the roof. Because if the water is available, it will increase the amount of corrosion of the roof. Is it clear?
Yeah.